Not so much, that's exactly.
Yeah, what do you look at it? Lucy looks like it. Okay, yeah,
No, not.
yeah, I think it's you're right.
Yeah.
Also, already the same questions what we have. Cool. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I've seen it. Yeah, so we find that. Oh, we can find this. We can just. I don't know, we want to say that. You heard it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. We have not started yet, but those of you who like a snack or a drink, we've got refreshments over there outside and a few light over here. So please feel free to help yourselves out. We'll start sharp at 2 p.m. Thank you. That's it. Press the first button.
Is it on? Switch. I'm the switch. Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Okay lah, leave it here. Alright.
Because
It's down, right?
press
It's down,
the-
right? Was it down or what?
It's controlling the slide. So we
Ah.
have the clicker for us to progress.
Okay.
Then we introduce as we introduce the speaker, you change the slide.
Okay. Okay. Let's do that. Then. Okay, plug in first. Later, out of juice.
Please don't make this thing die.
No, we won't.
That's all I want you to do. Take one mic. Your height is right. I got much more to watch.
You better return to release yourself.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. I know everybody is still, some of you are down. We'll start in 1 minute and then we'll be closing the clock. So, yeah. So we have a few seats here as well in the center, left center. Feel free to fill up the seats. Okay, it's 2 p.m. So good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Google Hotelier Summit, Kuala Lumpur. Thank you all for being here. We're very excited to host each and every one of you. And just a reminder, we also have our folks over in the live stream. So hello there. Oh, sorry. Hello there. Okay, so my name is Ajay. I'm from the Google Cloud Malaysia team, and I'm joined with Victor.
Hi everyone, name is Victor. It's a big coincidence that two tall people are emceeing the event today. But we just wanted to say, selamat datang ke Google Malaysia. Just wanted to see a show of hands. Okay, is it your for everyone? Is it your first? If it's your first time coming to the Google office, okay, please raise your hands. Yeah, this office.
Malaysia.
Ooh, look at that. Okay.
Welcome. Arif as well. So,
okay, yeah.
we're actually, this is our 28th floor. Our main office is actually at level 20. I'm not sure if you have office tour today. I hope you guys have the chance to actually see level 20 as well. So before we start off, right, I just want to have a chat with Victor over here. So Victor, any plans to travel? I know December is coming. You got any holidays lined up?
Yeah, so I'm going to Phuket in about 2 weeks' time. And I think travel is very important to all of us because I think travel brings a sense of joy for, us as individuals, with our families, and then, being able to escape for a bit. And I think the travel experience is going to be super important. Yeah.
Okay, and speaking about traveling, so you're going to Phuket. How do you usually go about dealing with your logistics? Your hotels, your flights. What do you do? What's your best practice?
I think that's a good question. So I think, as a end user who wants to get the best travel experience for myself or my family, I think a few key things are important, right? So I think number one is choice, right? I think all of us appreciate choice, but that choice also needs to be a quality choice, right? You want to make a choice based on what you see. So I think for a lot of things that I as a traveler want to see, things like pricing, really good photos, right? What I can expect at the place that I'm staying at, right? So I think those would be the key things that I would want to look for when I look for a good place to stay during my holiday. Yeah,
completely agree. And I think for me, just to add on to that, when I look at the pictures, I expect to see actual photos. Sometimes I see very hyped up photos, and then when I go there, I'm like, oh, okay, it's a bit different. But yeah, that's just from my experience as a consumer.
And satu lagi kalau saya boleh tambah, okay, review adalah sangat penting lah. Okay, so review daripada pelancong-pelancong lain yang pernah duduk dengan hotel anda sangat penting untuk saya lah sebab mereka menambahkan perspektif yang peribadi dan juga yang objektif. So I think that transparency is really important lah. Do you think, Ajay?
Yeah, saya setuju. Just to prove that I also can speak a bit of Malay. Okay, tuan-tuan dan puan, untuk section seterusnya, kami sudah pun mengcover our office. I'm trying, right? So we did cover the overview of our office. We are right now at level 28. And before we start off with the agenda for today, I just wanted to go over a few ground rules. So this is the boring part, but it's necessary, and we just want to make sure everybody is on the same page, okay? So first things first, and if you're guilty of this, don't worry, don't need to panic. We don't allow food and drinks inside the venue today throughout the event. If you've already done it, you can figure out creatively how you're going to remove your drinks and food. And secondly, please keep your mobile phone on silent because we have audiences on the live stream. It may be distracting to them. And if you have any phone calls to take, we completely understand. Feel free to utilize either the exit on the left, or if it's nearer for you, you can utilize the one at in front here. The session is on live stream, so everything that you say and everything that I'm saying is actually being recorded and being seen across a few hundred attendees, so please be mindful of that. One very last important point, I know naturally throughout the session, you may have some questions that you'd like to ask. Respectfully, we'd like you to either pen it down, note it down, save it in your phone, and ask it during the networking session, which is going to be really fun, and it will be even more fun with your questions, right? Anything you want to add, Victor?
Yeah, so I think for a lot of you, I think we were just speaking to Mr. Ken earlier during lunch, and he said that a lot of you hoteliers that are here today have a very good online presence. You want to find out more about the magical curtain that exists, behind Google. So I think we have a good lineup of speakers today that would sort of unravel about how we display your hotels and obviously your listings in our sites, and how we would imagine the end user experience looking for your accommodations as well. So, tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, untuk apa-apa soalan nanti boleh tunggulah sampai networking session untuk tanyakan kepada rakan-rakan sekerja kami. Okay, so they'll be around. So, for those who are around to take questions, please maybe raise your hands, and then maybe. Well, I think they're all at the back, so you can see that most of them are seated at the back. So
you'll know them when you see them.
Take questions. Okay, so Ajay, I think we're ready to go on to the.
So very
next one.
quickly, this is the agenda for today. We have a few sessions, and we'll have a break at around 3 p.m. Hopefully, we stay on time. I know I've overrun a bit. And then we will have the networking session start at 4:30, and that's going to be here, outside here, right? So without further ado, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce our first speaker, Datin Christina Toh, President for the Malaysian Association of Hotels. Datin Christina, over to you.
This mic? Yes. Right. Very good afternoon to friends from the hospitality and tourism industry. Everyone, when Google was first mentioned to hold this summit, we were all very elated. So indeed, it's an opportunity for us to gather here in this very nice, comfortable room to meet up. I'm not the person that you want to listen to be very frank. The people that we look forward to are the Googlers. All right. So, but having said that, hi. Okay, anyway, Malaysian Association Hotels is very privileged to be part of this summit session. And I think this is the very first Google Meet, for them to hold it. Usually it's done virtually, but it's an honor. And to all of us who are based in Malaysia, let's put our hands to the Googlers who have traveled all the way, perhaps mainly from Singapore. I'm not sure if anyone is coming from Thailand, but thank you very much. Thank you for this opportunity. Right, and to those who are going on live stream, because I think some may misunderstand and think that the session is only going to start at 2:30. I'm guilty as it is, because I told my two colleagues it's starting at 2:30, so they are late. Oh dear, my apologies. Anyway, in this ever evolving landscape of technology, it is undoubtedly, that we need to always improve ourselves and enhance ourselves with what we call as evolution of technology and innovation. So as hoteliers, we must also meet our patrons who are increasingly savvy, especially with social media. Social media, as you know, can either make or break us. Everyone has their school of thoughts, the good, the bad, the ugly, but at the end of the day, it is necessary for us to elevate and to understand what it is to do. I'm sure, in any situation when we are faced with a challenge, or we are trying to read up to something, or, to pick up on a profile of someone, we always say, just look for Mr. Google. We no longer say, go and check it out. So Mr. Google would allow us, or rather we say Google would actually make it more efficient and close the gap between having to have a lengthy, information. So with that, I would also say that, AI is the evolution that we are putting. And I think some of us, if you are in an education role, ChatGPT actually enhances what it takes to have us prepare our reports, or for those in the education industry, it encapsulates what what your thought process are, and in putting all this together. So I will not take too much time. It's very good to see some good faces. Chris Chung, hi. I'm not going to take up all this time. I'm just going to pass it back to the people who will and what you are here for, to present what Google has to offer and how we can leverage on this platform to improve on our businesses in the tourism and travel and hotel, related field. Thank you very much.
Okay, big thank you to Datin Christina To. I think we definitely appreciate the collaboration that we're having with MAH, bringing all your various members and hoteliers under one roof today lah. Okay. So tuan-tuan dan puan-puan, tanpa melengahkan masa lagi, may I introduce our next speaker, which is actually our very own Googler, Miss Aditi, to talk about the various travel trends that we see today. So I guess this is the moment where you do a bit of a drum roll to sort of unveil what exists behind the Google Analytics machine. So Miss Aditi, welcome.
Yeah, unless you want to use this, you can use this mic and use this. Okay.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. An absolute pleasure to be here among all of you. And also, hello, everyone on live stream. You can see I'm Aditi, and I'm here to present to you, very excited, in fact, to present to you a pack of Google travel insights. Now, before I jump into insights and, unravel what I'm here for, let me talk a little bit about, what I do, what my team does in Google, so that you all can better appreciate when the insights are being presented. So I am part of the Southeast Asia Data and Insights team in Google. Me and my team of very talented analysts, we try to identify, we try to dig out from Google's first-party data, what are the emerging consumer intent? What are they searching for? What is the consumer demand looking like? What are the trends going up, going down, new trends fading out, etc. But at the same time, we also engage with third-party research agencies to really understand the motivations, the underlying factors, or the drivers behind those trends, to really give it a more comprehensive picture when we present the insights to you all. Specifically, I am across all omni-channel businesses, if I may say, but travel, of course, given that it's at such an interesting crossroad, having come out of the pandemic and then roaring loud and right there at the center stage, it makes it the most fascinating industry to look for insights in. So, without much ado, let me go to my presentation. So what you see here is very clearly the travel industry story from the start of the pandemic right up to the point that we are at. But what it really shows is this. So when you and me and all of the people across the world have been searching for air or accommodation related searches on Google, what we do is we kind of aggregate those searches, and then what we've done is map them out at every point in time, starting from January 2020 all the way up till July of 2023. And we've compared that to the same point in time in 2019. So what this essentially shows is when the pandemic hit us, Google, or rather when people searches for air and accommodation went down. It really tanked. Just exactly that, consumer intent for travel went down. And then, as we all know, the industry ran its course through the pandemic. So from a 2019 boom, we came to an almost like a halt, an absolute halt. Consumer confidence in travel crashed. And then slowly it came back as vaccinations came in. First, domestic recovery. As you can see, the light blue line here is actually tracking or mapping through the domestic trend. And then at a much later date, way after, reopening of borders, phased reopening of borders, vaccinated travel lanes, and we all know that, but well into 2022 is when international demand started to go up. Now, what it means is if you follow through the 2019 level, you can see for almost from the middle of 2022, you would see that travel demand globally has been surpassing 2019 level. And not only has it been surpassing, but it has been registering a positive growth up till this point in time, which leads me to believe that we are now entering a period of stability. But let me not, bore you down by saying that it's a period of stability and nothing is going to be moving. No, but it means that we are normalizing travel. It is no longer a response to an external shock or an external adversity. It is going to be innate consumer behaviors are going to come out. Businesses can plan, can forecast, can optimize, build their strategies with a customer-focused mindset rather than just trying to respond to external stimuli. So this is what we believe is a period of stability, of really building your business and making it future ready. What I do next is look at the same demand trend, both domestic as well as international, but really cut it out into regions. So we have US there, we have some of the top EMEA markets, and then we have some of the top APAC markets, excluding China. So what you'll see is different trajectories. But what I'd like to call out from this slide is, and there is no surprise, that APAC in its recovery journey has surpassed both the US as well as EMEA. So the recovery is like APAC clearly stands out as a bright spot. So if I look at July 2023, so this graph really ends at July, and you'll see that domestic recovery was at a plus 52% versus July of 2019. So if I compare 2023 versus pre-pandemic, domestic travel demand in APAC was at a 52% over. Compared to that, if you look at US, it was almost half. Similarly, international travel, it's at a plus 85%, almost 1.3x that of the US. So APAC clearly is leading the pack in the growth recovery story. In fact, not only in the recovery story, but in the growth story as well. Now let's take a deeper look. Now that we've set the stage for APAC, let's take a deeper look at what it is for Malaysia. Okay, so now what you have is, we've looked at the whole of this year till date. So all the way from January till the July of this year. And we've aggregated at a country level all the demand that's coming from each of these countries. So all the users in each of these markets, when they are searching on Google for air and accommodation, how are the countries stacking up? What you see here is the top 20 countries in terms of the top demand. And what it shows is that 7 of the top 20 countries are actually in APAC. And Malaysia is right there. So Malaysia is actually number 6. So 25% of the top 20 countries' demand actually comes from APAC. And Malaysia is one of those top 7. And not only that, it contributes 6% of these 7 countries' demand aggregated. So that's how big compared, and the other markets, as you can see, are India, Japan, frightfully big population-wise markets. But Malaysia finds a seat here. Now, breaking down Malaysia's demand from an inbound as well as a domestic. So this slide is essentially giving you the inbound travel intent story. And as you can see, it's booming. It's a simple graph that you can see here where we've plotted all accommodation related queries or accommodation related searches that users are doing. Yeah. Oh. Is that possible? Is that better? Okay. All right. I would have hated it if you would have gone through the presentation and not seen the slides, but thank you for that. Yeah. So what you see here are people who are not in Malaysia, outside of Malaysia, and searching for accommodation specifically in Malaysia. And you'll see that if you plot it all the way from 2019 up till November of 2023, we were going pretty strong in 2019, dipped in 2020, but made it all the way back, to the extent that both our search growth or demand, inbound demand growth with respect to 2019, as well as year over year, is actually a good 60 to 70% plus. And if I look at the top, where is this demand coming from? I think this would be no surprise for you all, but it's basically from Southeast Asia, from our neighbors in Southeast Asia. So Singapore, Indonesia, then there's Australia, and there's India. And also there's United States and UK. But primarily, if we look at the share, it's an intra-region demand generated for inbound travel. Domestic travel intent to some extent is normalizing because we saw a spurt coming in way before within 2020 itself, pumping up in 2022, and now going into a phase of normalization. But it's still way above the pre-pandemic level. So if I compare the year-to-date travel demand for domestically generated travel demand, it's at a plus 48%, but on a year-to-year, it's a minus 8%, which means that it's stabilizing to that new high which has been reached. And these are the top 10 demand for destination cities in Malaysia, again, generated domestically. Now, what we believe is that this is not a one-time spurt and then, will vanish. We believe that this demand is being generated or comes from very sustainable macro as well as consumer drivers. What I mean by that is we've put out these four, consumer drivers, macro and consumer drivers. So one is there is a good 45% of population of Malaysia who are Gen Zs and millennials. So you'll see that a lot of discretionary spends, or rather this population is very highly indexed in, making discretionary spends. They are the consumption drivers. So with such a sizable population sitting in this segment, you will find travel demand to really go up. Because if you think about it, Gen Zs, only the first two generations or the first 2 years of Gen Zs have actually started to work. So which means that there is a long runway yet for them to realize their consumption needs. Second, Malaysia has been in a stable GDP growth, so 4 to 5%, even expected forecasts are in that range over the next 2 years, but with a very controlled inflation environment. Third, a very high mobile penetration. So if you look at mobile apps, 79% of the population uses a mobile app. Not only that, if you look at in-app usage as well as purchases, it comes across as one of the most lucrative markets in Southeast Asia at large. Last but not the least, a lot of demand for Malaysia comes inter-region. We also saw that on the intent side. But if I look at actual numbers from tourism, and you all would know again this better, but 93% is actually within the region, which really makes it a little bit more stable to a lot of the things that are happening outside the region, be it war, be it, whatever macro factors are affecting the world at large. We can think about Malaysia to be relatively more insulated. Not only that, what I found very interesting was if you look at Chinese tourists coming into Malaysia in this year, it's still at a 32% of the 2019 level. Again, highlighting the runway that you have for this growth to sustain and even, get a boost from. Now, this growth that we just spoke about and we saw sits in digital. We believe, we see that it sits in digital, and it's buoyed by the rapid adoption that is happening. Now, I'll spend a little time here to share some very exciting data with you, also because my team releases this very well-researched report every year. I'm not sure how many of you all have access to it, but please do go and search for it. It's called the Southeast Asia Economy Report, E with like E for internet. What we do is a big part of this report is basically sizing how big the digital economy is and how is it going to grow. So let me share some data from there, which will help me convince you all that why it's digital. So if you see here, you'll find that Malaysia's digital economy, and forget about the absolute numbers, you don't have to go, but digital economy in terms of the gross merchandise value is expected to grow between 2023 and 2025 at a 14%. Now, if you compare that with the overall nominal GDP growth, you'll see it's an 8%. What it basically means is that digital is going to generate value at a plus 6 percentage points more than the overall GDP. So that's how supercharged digital growth is going to be. Now, if you compare this 14%, which is the forecast for over the next 2 years, and you break it up into different sectors, you'll find that e-commerce would grow at a 10%, which is less than the 14. Transport and food, 13%, almost the same as the digital economy. But this is where online travel. Estimates show, or forecast estimates show, that online travel is going to grow at a whopping 49% in the next 2 years on an average. So this is how expedited or accelerated the growth in travel and digital travel is going to be. And this growth story cannot come through if consumers are not on digital. So what we did, and I began by saying that you've seen the trends, you've seen how it is growing, but what we did was that we engaged with a research agency to really cut out the consumer journey into phases and understand how consumers at every stage of the journey are navigating through different touch points, offline as well as online, do an assessment of, the influence that they are having from each of these, and then really map out that, what are some of the sentiments in each of these phases. So the next part of my insights is essentially going to be around this. But what I'm going to begin with is by showing you that it's almost like a 360-degree view of how absolutely and deeply embedded digital touch points are in the travel journey of an APAC traveler. So right from inspiration to researching and planning about trips, to finding the best deal, booking, and I think Victor already spoke about a lot of this, but yeah, and then to itinerarizing your trip, charting out your logistics, fact checking, and even while on the ground, you're always on the internet to find out what is the next place and what is it about, and then finally sharing your experiences. So that's how, when we mapped each of these stages out, you'll see digital come across, digital touch points feature in each of these stages in a big way. So we've listed out these digital touch points, as you can see, but what it essentially means is that digital is at the core across the travel journey, very deeply embedded. Now we've simplified this travel journey into from the start till the traveler actually sets off for the journey into 5 simple stages. So dream, plan, book, organize, and go. And let me just highlight that when y'all as marketeers would go through, in your, strategizing for your own brands, what are some of the top of mind consumer sentiments, attitudes, expectations that y'all need to bear in mind? So in the dream stage, what consumers are looking for is inspiration. And it's not just inspiration telling them, oh, this is this destination and that is that destination, but for them to build an emotional connection. And when we look at the total time that an APAC traveler spends on an average between the start of the travel journey and the setting off on the journey itself, setting off of the trip itself, we see that this part, the inspiration part of it, almost accounts for 27% of the time that the individual takes on an average. So it is a sizable amount of time that the consumer or the traveler is spending, investing just to make brands convince and inspire him or her, inspire them. And in doing that, online video comes up as the leading source. It's the number one source. It's almost 61% in APAC say that they are inspired the most by online video, compared to offline, which is like, like word of mouth, influenced by people, friends, family. That's a 41%. So the gap is almost like 47%. So the gap is almost like a 20 percentage points difference. If you go to the plan stage, that is where you'll find a lot of hindrances in terms of consumers grappling with uncertainty. So I think it's in our own personal journeys as well. Y'all would agree that, post the pandemic, travel planning has become more intense, has become more detailed, and hence it also has brought up a lot more considerations for the traveler. So in India, for example, 68% of people who were surveyed said that they felt overwhelmed when they were searching for information for their trip. Then in Indonesia, 70% almost said that they were fact-checking information continuously. When we followed through with these people who were more overwhelmed and we asked them, did you change your booking decisions versus those who didn't feel overwhelmed, we saw that 50% more likelihood of those who were overwhelmed said that, yes, we actually changed our booking decisions in the middle. So what I'm trying to bring out here is the more we let the consumer or the traveler remain in this, zone of uncertainty, we make the booking decision more unpredictable. The consumer is diverges more farther away from you as a brand. This is pretty straightforward. I would say in the booking and the organized stage, cost and currency fluctuations are top of mind concerns for travelers. We kind of gave a very long list of what are your concerns, and what came up right on top are travel prices keep on increasing between the point of time of starting and the time of booking. Prices have already gone beyond my budget, or say currency fluctuations are another major concern. So everything which is related to your wallet comes out also as something which is a problem for the consumer. And finally, just when the consumer is set with, all the research done, bookings are done, what the consumer's expectation is to have an experience which is truly enriching. So consumers want to be felt loved, and their personalization becomes key. Not for that trip maybe, but for the engagement of the consumer on the long term and to really build loyalty. What we've seen is even when consumers have top of mind brands, on the top of, at the top of their minds, they have brand names. It is not that brand loyalty is a given anymore, because the decision-making process is becoming more and more non-linear. So even if you begin with so what you see on, the other side is we ask questions like, if you have shortlisted, would you still go back to the shortlist and again cross-reference? They said yes. 27% said yes. They keep on re-exploring. That's how dynamic and non-linear it has been, and hence not only is it important to consolidate that particular trip of the consumer, but to really leave a long-lasting impression during the trip itself through personalization and enriched experiences. Because once a brand loyalty is consolidated, we also have a whopping 73% say that they are okay to pay a premium if the brand stands out in the positive experiences that it delivers. So bringing it all back to the so what, we often say, when we dig out insights, we often tell ourselves, so what is it that what is the message that's coming off here? A very, very difficult slide to read, but you don't have to read. What I just want your attention on this slide is this one number, 140 plus touch points. When we assimilated all these journeys through all these stages across all the people who were surveyed, individual touch points, online, offline, we actually came up to a number. On an average, APAC consumers' travel journey has 140 plus unique touch points. Now, this number is staggering, but it also presents an immensely big opportunity. Why? Because it also means that consumers are spending that much time going through the details of the information. They have a broader consideration set. They are more experimental with new brands, and they really want to be loved. So that essentially gives you the prerogative to build a customer-first digital strategy. But not only that, place yourselves on those touch points which have which have a very big trust in the minds of the consumer. So once you have the consumer sentiments mapped out in your strategy and you place yourself in those top touch points, you are almost ensuring that there is a transference of trust that is happening over to your brands as well, from the trusted touch points to your brands. Bringing it all back together, travel industry is going to enter into a very interesting but also a stable period in the next year. APAC is right there, and Malaysia is on the APAC map. Demand trends very, very positive, growing, stabilizing, and even booming for international travel, I would say. For consumers, what it will become important for brands to do is show up wherever they are, speak their language, and be innovative to show what they want to see. So with that, concluding the insight section, I'll be happy to engage with you all during the networking sessions, but hope you all had a good preview as to what Google Insights can be about, but very happy to take on conversations further. Thank you very much for having me today. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Aditi, for sharing the trends and insights. So Aditi did mention the Google Economy Southeast Asia report. So that will, you can go ahead in Google search, just type economy report, Google economy report. It'll be the first 1 or 2 searches there. And I highly encourage every one of you to check it out. Okay, so before I move on to the next speaker, I hope everyone has been taking down notes of what is being presented, either mentally or physically, which one works best for you. Because if you notice, Victor over there is holding some t-shirts. So what's going to happen is throughout the sessions today, we will be having quizzes, and the questions will be based on what our presenters have covered. So please remember to pay attention. If you would like to, maybe you can show the t-shirts again, if you want to get your hands on one of these t-shirts. Okay. So moving on, we would like to introduce Eugenie as our next speaker. She's the head of APAC Partnerships for travel and local verticals. Yes, Eugenie, over to you.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Very happy to have all of you here today. This is our very first Hotelier Summit in KL, and we're so excited to have all of you here. I am Eugenie. I run the partnerships for APAC. I would like to say travel, but we've recently added travel and local verticals to the mix as well. And so I will elaborate a little bit more. So we heard a lot about the recovery of travel in Malaysia and globally. But really, how do users search for travel? What do users do online? Today, I will run you through all of the products that Google has to help users search, plan, and book their travel and local verticals. So you're one of the first. This is our brand new mission. We aim to inspire action by connecting people with experiences that make life better. Notice we've taken the word travel out of it, because whether you're an international traveler, a domestic traveler, or just a person looking to do something on the weekend, we call all of these experiences, and we aim to help users through any experience and any search journey that you want to find. So over the years, we've been building separate verticals to help users search for things like things to do, car rentals, tickets, restaurants, flights or hotels. We are now bringing all our verticals together and thinking about what it means to have both travel and local journeys. So Aditi mentioned, online video is top of mind for a lot of people in APAC. She also mentioned the Gen MZ, millennials and Gen Z people. I also call them the TikTok generation. more people are interacting with visual media. Google search is also transforming to become more visual. We're using more images, more videos, more moving visuals to be able to attract their attention and also engage users online. So in the area of travel, we aim to drive discovery and engagement throughout the travel journey by redesigning our search results page. So if you go to Google search today and you search for Penang, that's where my mother is from, so I'm half Malaysian by blood. And so if you look for Penang, here are some of the top images, top sites that you want to see in Penang, how long it takes to get there from Singapore, what is the weather there like, and also we recommend things to do, places to visit, what kind of flights you can take there, which are the airlines that fly there, hotels, and so on. So now I will actually go into detail a little bit about each of our verticals and how we are helping users find and plan for travel in each stage of the trip. So starting with flights, we have worked with a lot of airlines. We have worked with a lot of online travel agencies to be able to ingest a lot of the inventory, live prices, and present various booking options to all the users. So in this case, if I'm searching for a flight from Singapore to Penang, we present users with multiple flight options, which airline you want to take, as well as multiple booking options after you've chosen a specific airline to fly. So on the right, you see if I search for Air Asia, you can book on Air Asia's website, as well as multiple other OTAs website. This is important, and also I know that there are some hoteliers in the room. We have seen from user research that if you have the suppliers link alongside with the OTA's link, user trust goes up. So user doesn't have to keep going out to check prices on all the different platforms. They see what the official supplier price is, and they see the alternate prices on OTAs, and then there's higher confidence to book. And this is why we are also holding this conference. We want to be able to make sure that we represent as many hotel prices in the hotel search page as well. We have been using AI over many years to be able to present insights to our users. So if you see in the chart below, we actually tell users, hey, for the dates that you're looking for, prices are currently typical. But if you look at the trend, based on the historical pricing, based on what we know of the prices, the closer you get to the departure date, the higher the price is going to be. So if all of you have not booked your Christmas holidays, you better start booking now, because we're getting into the 1 month away from Christmas. Prices are going to go up quite ridiculously. For sustainability in the area of flights, we have started to present carbon emissions levels that accompany each flight choice. And this way, we also allow users to filter for flights based on whether they want to fly a more sustainable flight, so you can filter by less emissions only. So you see the part in green, we actually calculate carbon emissions. We have worked closely with all the top travel companies in the world as part of what we call a Travelist Coalition. It's an alliance of travel companies, and we've agreed on a model for how to calculate this carbon emissions. And this model, which is called the Travel Impact Model, is actually available to anybody to adopt in your website, in your insights pages, and it's for free as well. So on the right side, you'll see, for example, Skyscanner has included the carbon emissions calculations whenever users searching for flights. Trip.com has used it to be able to encourage users to offset carbon emissions whenever they want to make a booking. But of course, the best way to save on carbon emissions is to not fly, right? And so you can actually take a train instead of plane, or maybe even a bus. It really depends on how far your distances are and whether or not it's logical to take a train instead of a plane. So on the right side, you see that for many years we have now actually presented a JR train option as an alternative to flights. If you're going from, say, Tokyo to Osaka, Tokyo to Yamagata, roughly about 2 to 4 hours range is a good comparison between trains and planes. On the left side is something brand new. We have started to trigger train search queries in Google search itself. So we've just launched Thailand just a few weeks ago, and hopefully we'll be able to get Malaysia up and running soon. So if on the left side, you see we highlight this as a climate-friendly option, and you can actually take a train from Bangkok to Chiang Mai instead of flying. And we show all the different schedules, and what we aim to do is to add prices to it, add multiple booking links to it. Right now, we link you to the State Railway as a booking website, but we are also welcoming other OTAs to be able to present booking options on our train search results. Lodging. So this is why you're all here. We have been working on hotel search for many years, but what we have done recently is also to expand it to include vacation rentals, or in some countries we call it holiday rentals, especially if you're traveling with a large family. You know, say I want to go to Bali, I'm traveling with my kids, maybe my parents, then you have to get 3 hotel rooms is quite difficult. It's much easier to get a villa that has 3 bedrooms. And so depending on the location, depending on your own travel group, we do recommend a mix of hotels or vacation rentals as part of the search results. In the middle area, you'll see that, and we'll go into deep dive later, this is how we present a hotel booking option. If you select a specific hotel, you'll see hotel ads on top and free booking links below. But also, we've started to add tips, based on insights, based on what we know of users' feedback. So we use AI, we use our search engine, we crawl the user reviews, we crawl recommendations, and on the right, we provide insights to say, hey, if you want to stay in this specific hotel, it's good for the beds and the bathrooms are very large, and it's actually quite close to an attraction called the Tropical Spice Garden. So you may want to consider this. So these are factors that a lot of hotels don't typically include in your profile page, but actually users find that very important. And so things like, I'm searching for romantic hotels or family-friendly hotels or hotels near the beach where I can surf. These are the types of queries that are starting to come through, and we hope to use a lot of AI insights, attributes, user reviews to be able to find them for the users. In hotel sustainability, we've also been working with hotels to include various sustainability attributes within the About page. So things like, energy efficiency, waste management, water conservation, these are attributes you can include in your business profile page. If you have an eco certification, we can also include that in the business profile page. And users can then filter based on eco-certified hotels. And we highlight that in green with a nice label as well. We've only started to do this over the course of the past year. And, a lot of people ask, so what if I'm sustainable? And so what if I add all these things? Does that change user behavior? We didn't know, but, we're starting to see that more users are interacting with the filters for sustainability. And so with the younger generation who's a lot more sustainability conscious, we're starting to see more impact and more engagement with users on sustainability attributes. So most importantly, why do we travel? It's not for the hotel, it's not for the plane ride itself, it's just a means to get there, but we travel for things to do in the destination. So things to do, we started to do this over the course of the last 2 years. We started with looking at attractions. If you search for an attraction, say Sunway Lagoon, we present users with ticket options. Here is how much it will be if you book directly with Sunway Lagoon, but here are all the different options if you book with other OTAs, as well as different packages that come with the entrance price as well. But if you want to spend, let's say, half day traveling around, and Sunway Lagoon is just one of the stops, you can actually search for a tour. And we do include tours that include Sunway Lagoon as an attraction, but also you are able to see other potential attractions while you're visiting. On the right side, we've started to trigger on more generic search queries. So things to do in KL brings up actually is an ads carousel unit. On the top, you see tickets and tours. That is a paid unit. So anybody who has already integrated with us on things to do, tickets and tours, which is free, by the way, has then the ability to opt in to a paid ad format, which comes out on top for generic search queries. But if you're like me, we're born in Singapore, born in Malaysia, we come from Southeast Asia, the main reason we travel is food, not really things to do. And we do things to do in between eating and eating. And so I am very excited to say that as of this last few months, we've also added food into one of the verticals that we see in the travel and local verticals piece. So on the left, we've been working with many integration partners to enable, a quick way to reserve a table at a restaurant whenever you want to make a booking. You can do that very quickly and you get an immediate confirmation. But if you cannot get a space to visit the restaurant that you want, you can actually choose to take away or to get it delivered to you. So on the right, that's our food ordering product. You can place an order and it will take you to any of these ordering platforms to make a booking. We're also extending our appointments booking platform to multiple other verticals. Beauty, wellness, or fitness appointments are also part of the mix here. So my mother travels to JB all the time to go and get her hair done because, ringgit is cheap now. And so this is one example of being able to, book a hairdresser whenever you want to, or if you have downtime and you can't eat or do anything anymore, you can go and book a spa appointment and get a massage while you wait for your next meal, for example. So over the course of this year or next year, we'll be also experimenting with other verticals that can be bookable. For example, we're testing out events in the US and we're looking at other areas. Wherever there's an appointment that can be made, we want to be able to help users to do it on Google. And so just to round off, you've seen a lot of all the different experiences that we're bringing to users and helping users to plan and book their experiences much more easily. We inspire action by connecting people with experiences that make life better. So this is only the beginning of our journey, and we continue to look forward to how we want to bring more connectivity to users and enable more partners to work with us on this. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Miss Eugenie, for that very interesting elaboration of what Google can do for you when you're planning your trip. Personally, I love videos, I love photos, sebab dia boleh memberi gambaran yang sebenar lah apabila kita memilih sesuatu accommodation untuk travel planning kita. And I think a lot of our speakers have said that we are often very overwhelmed with choice. And for me, when I'm choosing my accommodation, I think one of the things that I look out for is my hotel has their direct link listed on their searches. I think that's a very, very powerful way to make your mark and authenticate yourself, that, come talk to the original provider of the accommodation instead, right? So I think that's something that helps people make choices a lot faster. Okay, without further ado, I'd like to welcome our next speaker, that very handsome man with a suit, Mr. Arindam Das, to talk about the lodging roadmap. So warm welcome to him, please.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Arindam, and I manage travel partnerships within that, flights and hotels for Google in Asia Pacific. In the next two sections, we're going to cover how lodging search looks like. Am I audible at the back? Yes, thank you. So in the next two sections, I'm going to talk to you about how our lodging search experience looks like, starting off with where we have invested in 2023 when it comes to lodging. We invested in 6 areas. Number 1, on search. As you know, search is our most visited platform and product. We have over 1 billion users using search every day. What we have done this year is invested in search to make our travel products more discoverable, especially lodging search, and to reduce friction for users when they're looking for travel options. 2, we made better experiences. As you said, as Aditi said and Eugenie said, travel inspiration is key. People just don't want prices or a set of amenities. People want inspiration. So we made our products more graphical, more visual, more rich, so that users can feel and get inspired during the travel planning process, and we can help them book. 3, trustworthy prices. We made a few changes to our policies so that we showed more accurate and a comprehensive set of prices. Some users like to book directly with a hotel. Some users have loyalty towards OTAs. We now have a comprehensive set of prices, and they're accurate. Users want Google to do all the hard work. We provide those accurate prices. Number 4, we bill for everyone. It's just not the large OTAs that we work with. We're working with even the smaller boutique hotels, and we give them the option to connect with us. We will cover that in the next sections. Number 5, maps. Google Maps is also a very different but a popular product when it comes to travel searches. A lot of travel options are available on Map. We made lodging search right front and center of our Maps experience. People can pan around and look for hotel options when they're on Maps. And that is a differentiated experience as compared to search. And finally, vacation rentals. Some users just want places to stay. They don't care whether it's a hotel or a vacation rental, as long as it has a pool and a kitchenette. We give users a comprehensive set of options, and we launch vacation rental search on our search product. Let's take a deep dive into all of these. Number one, on search. What we did on search is to make our product more visual and get it out of various different embedded search functions that we had. We made it right on top of search, front and center. So today, when you look for a particular hotel or a hotel in a location, you get a set of answers on your search results page, both on your desktop and your mobile. You don't have to go anywhere. And we allow users the options to filter and pan around a map to look at the hotel search. The screenshot on the left, the larger one, shows how we trigger hotels. We trigger hotels with a photo, with prices, with some amenities that are defined, and a map on the right that allows users to see and pan around the map. It is interactive. It has a bunch of filters that users can filter in to select what kind of hotels or vacation rentals they're looking at. The screenshot below on the right is the experience on mobile. Right front and center on your mobile search, when you look for a hotel, we trigger a bunch of hotels that serves the user query. Hotels in Kuala Lumpur. We also automatically trigger a bunch of filters that users can choose to select their hotels. Other sentiments that users have left to trigger an immersive, rich experience. It's just not about prices or a set of amenities. Each of those visuals that you see are clickable, which will lead into different sections, from prices to reviews to different hotel room prices, not just your cheapest room, depending on the user query. On the right, you can see what is the neighborhood look like. What are the options in a neighborhood? People stay at a hotel, but they want to move around in the neighborhood, how accessible it is. So you can see from this, it's a much visual experience that inspire users to travel and compare prices along their planning process. Next, trustworthy prices. Users want Google to do the hard work of showing them an accurate and comprehensive set of prices. We made a few changes to our price accuracy policies that shows that the price that they see on Google exactly matches the place where they book. We also show a comprehensive set of results that shows not just a few set of OTAs, or online travel agents, but also the direct booking price if the user were to book with a hotel. We also call out great deals and offers when the prices are cheaper compared to hotels in a similar neighborhood or from their historical prices. All of this is done through machine learning algorithms. Next, we build our ecosystem for everyone. Over the last 2 years, we launched something called free booking links, which we will cover in the next section. This allows any hotel, whether as long as they have a website or even if they don't, for them to send us rates, show that we can display these rates. We show the phone numbers. And once we have all this information, we're able to display hotel direct prices to users. When a user clicks on a hotel price, we also provide that reporting in the number of impressions, in the number of clicks, where those clicks are coming from, which geographies, which platforms, and where you missed out on impressions. So we give a comprehensive set of results for you hoteliers to fine-tune your results so that you can target that users are looking for. And also, which we'll cover in another section later in the afternoon, is how even if you are not connected to Google, you still have the option of feeding your rates and availability directly onto Google. Next, hotels on Maps. Maps is a very different product from search. When people come to Map, they expect a different set of experiences or results as versus search. We made our hotel search right up front. As you can see from the example here, we show prices of hotels in a particular location. People can pan out or zoom in. People can scroll through what the hotel price, they can highlight. It's a very interactive experiences which shows prices, room prices, accessibility to train stations or any other neighborhood they want to be in. And finally, what we did is to combine what we already had, hotel search, along with vacation rental search. Users want a comprehensive set of lodging options. Some of them are fixated on staying at a hotel. Some of them are not. Some of them want a vacation rental. But some users might say, I want to stay in a cabin in a park or an apartment in a touristy location. Some users want to stay in a business hotel. We combine all of this and launch vacation rental search right within our search platforms. And we have unified some of the hotels and vacation rental search when users don't specify whether they want a hotel or a vacation rental. And we have made this front and center. It's a comprehensive hotel-like experience. All right, with that, I will pass on to my colleague who will talk to you about the next section.
Hi, everybody. My name is Momo. I'm a partner manager for APAC for lodging, partners, and flights. So earlier, my colleagues have talked about how Google is trying to build product to help travelers throughout their journey. Now, I want to tell you how travelers actually find your hotel on Google search. But before we go into the presentation, because I'm the last speaker before the 15 minutes break, and I know you've been sitting there for over 1 hour, a little bit tired, sleepy. So I want to give you a bit of energizer game. Yay! Called Heads or Tails. It's a very simple game. You see 2 keywords on the screen, kopite. You just need to guess which keyword has higher search demand in Malaysia locally. Okay. Before you answer, this is just an example. Everybody please stand up. And for those who are on live stream, I'm really sorry I can't see you, but of course you're more than welcome to join us. And for those who are on site on the 20th floor, please join us. We prepared prizes to be distributed to people who win this game on the 20th floor as well. So we will play this about 9-10 quizzes. Whoever is standing at the end of the game wins a little mystery gift from us. Great. Let's start. Okay, so if you think copyright, you do heads, this. And if you think tails, you do this. And whoever gets the answer wrong, please sit down. You're out of the game. You have to watch. We just have to watch people. They don't cheat. Okay, make sure nobody cheats. Great. Okay, let's start. Which has higher search demand, nasi lemak or rendang? Head nasi lemak has higher search demand. Whoever tails, please sit down. Oh, wow, everybody knows nasi lemak. Interesting. Okay, nasi goreng or laksa? Laksa. Sorry. Please sit down. All the nasi gorengs, please sit down. Okay, next. Langkawi or Kota Kinabalu? Kota Kinabalu. I'm sorry, Langkawi, please sit down. Oh, wow. We don't have a lot of people left. Okay, Malacca or Penang? Penang. Okay, good. Japan or Korea? I'm from Japan, everybody, so make sure you... Japan? Oh, we have 2 standing. Great. Okay. Singapore, Indonesia. Yes, Singapore. Okay, this is the second last one. Italy or Thailand? Yes, Thailand. Last one. Canada or France? Oh, yes, we have 2 winners on the 28th floor. Congratulations. I'll give you a special t-shirt. A special t-shirt for you.
So much. Thank you.
Okay, great. I hope everybody had a bit of fun, now refreshed to listen to me. The topic of my presentation again is hotel search. How users find your hotel on hotel search. Usually travelers go to 2 main platforms, Google Search and Google Maps, to search for hotels. These 2 platforms together, as Arindam mentioned, we have over 1 billion users every day and millions of travelers are searching, try to find your hotel. Oh, sorry. So how do users search for hotels and find your hotel booking links? In this particular example, you see a keyword. This user is trying to search hotels in Los Angeles. So they type in the keyword. And on the search result, hotel search unit comes up with a map and a few hotel options. So users see the hotel options. If they like, they click a hotel. And then they jump to the hotel immersive page with hotel information, photos, and then various booking options and rates. So if your official website is connected there, your link should show there and the guest can directly go to your website and make a reservation. This is how the journey works. Now, how users search for hotels. There are 2 pathways to find a hotel on Google. Number 1, search for a specific hotel, hotel name or brand. This happens when the user knows where exactly they want to go to, this particular hotel. They put in the hotel name in the search query. So in this example, we have Hotel 7 Surya, and below that, first they see paid search ads. And below that, we show organic search results. But what's special about this search is because we know what exactly the user is looking for, we show a Google Business Profile on the right-hand side. And within the Google Business Profile, if the hotel owner updates the pictures, website, phone numbers, all the information is there. And below the Google Business Profiles, we show hotel ads and free booking links. Task 2, search for hotels at a specific destination. This happens when a user doesn't know which hotel exactly they want to stay at, but they want options. So they put in search query like Kuala Lumpur, hotels in Kuala Lumpur, and they see paid search ads first, and below that, instead of Google Business Profile, we show a hotel search unit where a user can put in their travel dates. They can put in, we have personalized filters as well. They can try to filter what kind of hotels they want to see. They have a map they can interact. And whenever they click a hotel or below there's a little button shows view more options, that jumps to our Google Hotel Immersive page. And on a mobile device, users get similar experience as well. Okay, after the user jumps to your hotel Google's business profile page, they see 2 sections. They see booking links. They have various options. There are 2 sections in this booking links. The first 4 slots are reserved for hotel ads. They're paid links. So when a user clicks them, we get paid. It's an ad. But below that, we have free booking links. And when a user clicks these, Google's don't get paid. And we rank we usually try to show 2 free booking links. And then if you have more, we have a button to show more options and everything. When the user clicks, everything shows up. So why appear in free booking links? The best thing about free booking links is that they are free, completely free for you to participate. It's free visibility and reach for you. As I mentioned, millions of users search for hotels every day on Google. And if you are on our Google platform, hotel platform, they can find you, they can go to your website, make direct bookings, which is great. And with this, you can reach potential customers and drive more bookings. Okay, now let's see if you already have booking links on Google. If you have your phone ready, please bring it out and try to search your hotel name on Google. I'm hoping everybody has a Google business profile. And if you see your Google business profile, below that, you see various booking options. And you see sponsored hotel ads, full, first, and then all options, free booking links. Please see if your official website is listed there. If you see booking options, great. Now, let's see if the link has the official site badge, because we have OTAs, we work with OTAs, we work with hotels directly, but we want the users to find hotel official website, because we believe that that's where the user get the most money, the most value out of their money. So we try to see at the very top of the free booking links, all options. So if you see it, great. If you don't see it, you have to put your rate and availability on Google Hotels, because a lot of the bookings are actually going to OTA. In conclusion, I have explained how Google Hotel Search works and how users find hotels on Google. And second, it is very important to update your Google business profile, because that's like the front of your store on Google. That's where customers go to and see first. And thirdly, it's very important to activate your free booking links as well, to own your customer relationship, to drive direct bookings from your website. For number 2 and number 3, after the break, we have our colleagues coming up to talk about how to update your business profile and how to get connected to Google. And then once everything is completed, you can consider expanding your reach by using hotel ads. And there will be a session on that as well after the break. Great. Thank you so much for your time.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I won't hold you back from the food and beverage outside. So please note, you can come back here in 10 to 15 minutes time, because we want to make sure everybody goes back on time. So yeah, please feel free to exit out through the door and get your food and drinks. Thank you. See you back here in 10, 15 minutes.
ABS Software International Sindirian Berhad, presenting you with a revolutionary way to manage your hotel business. ABS Hotel Management Software was started in 2005 in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, and successfully associated business partners nationwide the next year. The online booking engine was completed ABS Software International Sindirian Berhard, presenting you with a revolutionary way to manage your hotel business. ABS Hotel Management Software was started in 2005 in Johor Bahru, Malaysia, and successfully associated business partners nationwide the next year. The online booking engine was completed in 2010, rewarded with MSC Status Company and SME 100 Fast Growing Company in the year of 2013, and we continue to develop a new set of apps in 2016. ABS PMS integration with Channel Manager was done in 2017. We are moving towards 1,000 satisfied customers milestone by launching a self-check-in kiosk system in 2019. 2020 has not been an easy year for the hotel business, but we managed to form strategic alliances with the Zeon business partners and launched ABS 5.0 Cloud Computing Hotel Front Desk System. ABS 5.0 Cloud Computing Hotel Front Desk System is a futuristic, innovative, and complete solution that is up to date with the latest technology and trends. We've created a system truly for today and the future. It comes with creative ideas and exciting functionalities which are currently unavailable in other hotel software. Besides standard hotel daily operation requirements, the ABS 5.0 Cloud Computing Hotel Front Desk System simplifies hotel operations while utilizing every opportunity to boost hotel revenue. Big Data Module Business Diagnostic Features. Our Big Data module will provide you various analytical reports for management decisions. Access one-click hotel reports, gaining more visibility into your business by day, month, and years. Get a complete overview of your business with one-click reporting built right into the interface. Use the auto-generated reports to track everything from productivity and finances to daily activities and more. There are built-in analytics features and reports function that comes with the aesthetic interface. It acts like a doctor, which lists out the areas you need to put more attention to increase your revenue and profit. You can compare hotel sales and present hotel KPI with just one click. Real-time user footprint tracker. Aside from that, ABS exclusive real-time user footprint tracker system provides hotel owners an overview of staff's track. Staff's movements and actions are all recorded, from check-in to housekeeping, from the clock-in time to the clock-out time. It is all just in one click. The audit trail report will show you who, when, and what actions are done by your staff. This is to prevent fraudulent actions by staff. Preventing fraud is much easier than recovering your losses after a fraud has been committed.
Get more direct bookings and maximize your hotel profit with Softwin Booking Engine. Give your guests a great booking experience anywhere, whether on your hotel website, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Line, or WordPress. Most potential customers will look up hotel in their preferred search engine, such as Google. Now, collect your direct bookings even more on Google Page and Google Maps as we are integrated with Google Free Booking Link. Softwin Booking Engine has a seamless online booking process. It allows users to view real-time availability of hotel room inventory and make direct booking to reserve their stay. All available room types will be displayed together with the image, details, and room rates based on your setup. You can also customize your booking engine color to follow your brand image. With the Softwin Booking Engine, guests can book multiple rooms in a single booking. How are we different from other booking engines? A flexible payment collection, so you can choose collected by Softwin or collected by Hotel Payment Gateway. We are integrated with multiple payment gateways such as EGHL, IP88, Webis, and PayPal. Our self-service cancellation system allows guests to cancel or submit the modification request online. The system will calculate the refund amount based on your hotel cancellation policy. Your guests ask for the last-minute cancellation due to COVID, but your hotel policy does not allow for the last-minute cancellation. Issue your guests with a cash voucher using our promotion code system so they can rebook again later. Problem settled. Activate our smart review system and automatically ask for the guest feedback and share it on the Google reviews. Some of the reviews don't help your property image. You have a control over it. Provide other services like airport pickup service, breakfast, or even dinner. Set them up on our upsell module and get the chance to receive requests from the guests in advance. 24.5% of the best hotels and resorts in Malaysia use Softwin Booking Engine. Sugihing Resort, owned by Dato' Alif Shukri, Rumah Bonda Rosita, which is known as Bonda Valley, Alun Retreat, a unique shipping container beachfront hotel, and many others. Softwin is a hotel technology company started in the year 2013. Our one-stop solution helps hotels serve their guests. It comprises of 5 products. The channel manager syncs guest reservation from online travel agencies to the hotel front desk. The property management system takes care of the guest check-ins, coordinates housekeeping, and produces reports. The hotel kiosk enables self-service guest check-ins and outs. The website system showcases the hotel latest offers, and the booking engine takes guest booking and collect payments. Visit our official website at www.masofin.com and claim for a 14 days free trial account today. Contact us at marketing@masofin.com. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again in the next time.
ABS Software International Sindirian Berhad. Presenting you with a revolutionary way to manage your hotel business. ABS Hotel Management Software was started in ABS Software International Sindirian Berhad. Presenting you with a revolutionary way to manage your hotel business. ABS Hotel Management Software was started in 2005.
Get more direct bookings and maximize your hotel profit with Software Booking Engine. Give your guests a great booking experience anywhere, whether on your hotel website, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Line, or WordPress. Most potential customers will look up hotel in their preferred search engine, such as Google. Now, collect your direct bookings even more on Google Page and Google Maps as we are integrated with Google Free Booking Link. Software Booking Engine has a seamless online booking process. It allows users to view real-time availability of hotel room inventory and make direct booking to reserve their stay. All available room types will be displayed together with the image, details, and room rates based on your setup. You can also customize your booking. How are we different from other booking engine? A flexible payment collection, so you can choose collected by Software or collected by Hotel Payment Gateway. We are integrated with multiple payment gateways such as EGHL, IP88, Bpliss, and PayPal. Our self-service cancellation system allows guests to cancel or submit their modification request online. The system will calculate the refund amount based on your hotel cancellation policy. Your guest asks for the last-minute cancellation due to COVID, but your hotel policy does not allow for the last-minute cancellation. Issue your guests with a cash voucher using our promotion code system, so they can rebook again later. Problem settled. Activate our smart review system and automatically ask for the guest feedback and share it on the Google reviews. Some of the reviews don't help your property image. You have a control over it. Provide other services like airport pickup service, breakfast, or even dinner. Set them up on our upsell module and get the chance to receive requests from the guests in advance. 24.5% of the best hotels and resorts in Malaysia use Software Booking Engine. Sugihi Resort, owned by Dato' Alif Shukri, Rumah Bonda Rosita, which is known as Bonda Valley, Alun Retreat, a unique shipping container beachfront hotel, and many others. Software is a hotel technology company started in the year 2013. Our one-stop solution helps hotels serve their guests. It comprises of 5 products. The channel manager sees guest reservation from online travel agencies to the hotel front desk. The property management system takes care of the guest check-ins, coordinates housekeeping, and produces reports. The hotel kiosk enables self-service guest check-ins and outs. The website system showcases the hotel latest offers, and the booking engine takes guest booking and collect payments. Visit our official website at www.masofin.com and claim for a 14 days free trial account today. Contact us at marketing@masofin.com. Thank you for watching. Till we meet again in the next time.
Sorry.
All right. Technical problems. All right. I think we tapped a little more than they could process. All right. Thank you. In this section, I'm going to talk to you about how you, as hoteliers, can connect to Google, how you can provide your rates, your availability, your photos, everything that matters to travelers looking for hotels on Google. But before we get that, let's talk about our vision. Why do we want to do this? We want to create an open ecosystem that every single hotel participant, like I mentioned, a large chain like the Marriott or a small hotel, can connect to us and can generate value from Google. But how can you do that? Before I get into it, why is direct booking important? You know, as hoteliers, that direct booking is probably the best channel for you. Number one, because you get a direct access to the customer. You can talk to them, you can build a relationship with them. Two, you minimize on commissions and transaction fees. The huge commissions and transactions you pay when you use third-party channels. And thirdly, as I do, hotels probably, direct booking probably offers the best value for a user from creating different crafted offers that cannot be sold by a third-party channel. And all of this put together means that a user, a guest, is much more happier booking direct than via third party. And then you can culminate all this by creating a direct relationship with the user. I don't have to say this to you, you probably know all this, but I'm just trying to reiterate why we care about direct booking, because users get excited when they see a direct booking option. Google is unique in a way that we allow so many different pathways for users to book direct. Today, there's a competition between different players to attribute marketing dollars to say that the booking originated or culminated from their channel. But that's not always the case. Much of the origination happens at Google. You have the opportunity to participate right at the top funnel or as a qualified free booking link. If you look at all these red boxes that I've highlighted in just a simple hotel search query, from the website to directions to share, check availability, your paid options, which is like the paid prices, the name of your hotel, all of these clicks lead to your hotel. Are you attributing them correctly? Or are you attributing them to third-party channels? We drive great value through some of these clicks. About 50% of clicks come from non-priced solutions. So it's very important for you to be present across all these surfaces. But then comes the booking module. This is the module, it's a table of all of prices given by all providers that can serve a particular itinerary. On top of the booking module, you have the paid ads, that's Momoyo covered, and followed by what we call the organic or free booking links that list up to 99 different providers. We usually prioritize the hotel's direct booking link on top. So think of it as the fifth link that will appear, even if you're not participating on our ads auction. The booking module is great because this provides you qualified users, where the user has already selected an itinerary, a hotel, and are just are close to booking that hotel. It's important for you to participate in this booking module. The good news is that all the links that you find in the free booking links are free from us. We know there might be a cost of connectivity, but we don't charge anything if a user clicks on any of the free booking links. So as hoteliers, it is imperative that you participate in this free booking module and optionally on ads. We also want to differentiate what a free direct hotel booking looks like versus others. So we tag that with an official site badge. The users get excited to see that. They want to click more. We see that whenever we put an official site badge, our engagement with the user goes up, which means that trust in us goes up. Therefore, we elaborate to all our connectivity partners, your channel managers, your booking engines, your PMSs, any other technical partner that can provide rates to give us accurate prices and to cover a wide range of itineraries. But bad news is if you're not connected to Google, either via a connectivity partner or otherwise, we'll cover other options too, you will not appear. The less you appear, it's going to be less likely that you'll get qualified clicks. You might get a click from people looking for generally about your hotel, but unless you have a very strong brand, how do you get users to click onto your hotel? So important that you participate in not only just with your Google business profile, which covers your website, phone number, directions, etc., but also with prices. You get the best qualified clicks for free from Google if you participate in the free booking module link. Again, it's just not about covering simple, immediate next 30 advanced booking window prices. We want a comprehensive set of prices. What does comprehensive mean? That means you give us coverage, not only for next 10, 15, 20, 30 days, but for a full 360 days. For a full length of stay, not just 1 or 2 nights. Some guests want to stay for more than 2 nights. For multiple number of guests, not just 1 or 2, give us up to whatever is the maximum occupancy for your room. And any other attribute filters that are priced differently, free breakfast, free Wi-Fi. Give us a comprehensive set of rates. You are likely to appear more often than not. And hopefully, these impressions that you get will result in conversions, clicks and conversions. I won't read the whole thing about our mission, but our mission is to make our users happy. To make our users happy, that means we have to show them a comprehensive but specific set of results that satisfy the user query. And when they book, they see prices and other filtered options that exactly that we show is also served by our partners, which means you need to give us a comprehensive set of prices, availability, any other attributes that you price, along with great photos, any other amenities that you have, that we can display this set of results to users. How can you do that? This is slightly technical, but I'll try to make it simple. We have implemented in the last 2 years something called OTA XML. What's that mean? OTA XML basically is the Open Travel Alliance XML standard. It's an industry standard, which means if you as a hotelier are providing your prices to any third-party channel, be it a Meta, be it an OTA, be it with a GDS, or you're working with any other search engine, you can provide those rates to us. You don't have to do anything. You can just replicate that connectivity, connect to Google. The only thing that we differ from an OTA is that we need a landing page. OTAs land on their own channel. We land onto the hotel's page, a hotel's booking engine. This method of connectivity is super efficient. It helps us cover all different types of atypical cases. Now, what's an atypical case? An atypical case is when the user interacts with a booking module and changes the default filters, which means we default to like a double occupancy, a single or double night of length of stay, and changes the number of guests. We see that these queries, what we call rare or atypical queries, have 5 times click-through rates than just normal queries. And the average booking value of such clicks are 5 times higher than just a simple double occupancy 1 or 2 night stay. Why? That means the user is looking for a very specific set of attributes, very specific set of length of stay, etc. Now, these are difficult to provide. Imagine giving us rates for a hotel room, which has not just double occupancy, your third occupancy, that could be a child or an adult, a fourth occupancy, that could be a child, with extra meals put in. Now, to give us just for one room for a length of 330 days, the number of combinations can run into millions for just one room. But with the OTA XML standard, you just have to give us the logic. We price that logic. We calculate the final price. You don't have to give us the prices. You give us the logic. We take all those attributes and we calculate the final price. It's much simpler, much more efficient, and we see that partners that have implemented OTA XML get a much higher click-through rate than partners that haven't. So what's the meaning of all this? The meaning of all this is that when you talk to your partners, your connectivity partners, tell them to implement OTA XML, or we call direct connect method. Now, how do you choose a connectivity partner? You might already be working with some channel managers, booking engines, property management systems, any other connectivity player like GDSs. We have today implemented 250 plus partners onto our system that are connected to us that can provide hotel rates and availability. So you can go to this website, travel.google/partners/hotels, look at all the 250 partners that are there, and you can select them by their names, filter them by their country of location or country of operations, and you can see if that partner works with you or your partner is already listed. If they're listed and you're not on free booking links, or you don't have a comprehensive set of rates and results, tell your partner to implement OTA XML and to connect your hotel. If your partner is not listed, tell them to come and talk to us. We will help them list onto Google. And thirdly, if your partner is unable to connect with us, we also have what we call a Google Business Profile rate input, which we will cover in the next section, which will allow, even if you don't have this, our preference is these two methods where we connect with a connectivity partner because we get a comprehensive set of results. But if you fail that, if you're unable to do that, we can also take direct rates for your hotels through Google Business Profiles. So what are the things to look when you talk to a connectivity partner? Number one, most importantly, is their technology. Can they implement OTA XML? Can they give you a sophisticated set of connectivity options, not just to Google, to all other channels, that they do the hard work instead of you having to input rates all the time? Two, what flexibility do they have? Are they bundling in all their services, or are they giving you services that you want to consume, not just what they have in their SaaS products? Number three, transparency. As I showed earlier, we provide individual property level reports, impressions, clicks, geographies where your clicks are coming from. Do you get such reports? Can you optimize some of your rates that you can show different rates for users where you're getting traffic from? And finally, pricing. What's your return on investment? These are some of the reports. It's much more comprehensive. We give you exact number of impressions, clicks, by country, what's your date range. You can use all of this to actually optimize your presence on Google. So finally, if I were to summarize all of this, number one, you need to, as hoteliers, get connected to Google by using a connectivity partner, your channel manager, booking engine, or any other connectivity partner. There are a few in the audience today. After the end of our networking, during the networking session, they'll be setting up tables. Talk to them if you want to just know more, if you're just curious what kind of services. But we have 250 partners across the world. But you need to get connected to Google. So verify your Google Business Profile, send us all your rates. Then, optionally, you can participate in ads, which is also a very powerful tool to boost your presence on Google. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Arindam. Okay, so during the break just now, a couple of folks had already mentioned that they manage a pretty wide range of hotels, and some are already far out in the country, to the edges of Perlis, to the edges of Kelantan, etc. And not everyone has a Google business profile. So without further ado, the next person who will be talking about the very important steps of setting up your Google business profile would be none other than Miss Julia Chua. So come on, welcome to the stage.
Hi everyone. Hope you're enjoying the summit so far. So let me introduce myself. I'm Julia. I am with the Google Malaysia Ads team managing the travel industry. So we work with airlines here in Malaysia. So Malaysia Airlines, AirAsia. Hopefully with some hotels in the future. Okay, moving on. Oh, sorry, wrong clicker.
There you go.
My bad. Okay, so we've heard from my colleagues about, how people are searching for hotels, how do you get connected with our partners and whatnot. So let me take you guys back to basics. How do you build your presence on Google? So there are 3 steps to that. First is getting a Google business profile set up. So a lot of what I'll cover here is mainly around the how-tos and also best practices. Finding a trusted partner. So Arindam had covered this earlier. So getting the right partner to help you get connected onto Google Hotels. And finally, how to optimize your offerings. So most of you would already have a website, but you can think of this as like a website to prelude your website and just surfacing the right and summarized information that would be relevant for your potential customers. So can I get a show of hands, like how many of you already have a Google business profile set up for your hotels? Okay, not 100%. So this is important. And as consumers, how many of you actually go to Google to look up, let's say, restaurant reviews for a new restaurant that you haven't tried, or reviews about a specific shop or retail outlet? Everyone? Okay. Yes. So if you notice, like if you go on desktop or the mobile phone, if you see the panel on the right, that's essentially Google Business Profile. So you'll get information like the address, phone number, website link, and all the other important information that tells you more about that business. And this appears on Google Search as well as Maps. So if you search for directions, it's important to have a business profile set up. So that's how people can also look for you before or even after the booking journey for their travel plans. So the 3 steps to setting this up. First is signing up for a business profile. So there are multiple ways to do this. If you already have a profile, you would have ideally claimed it as an owner, but there are also instances where you need to verify and claim it if it's not claimed yet. And the third one is to really list your hotel with an address. So firstly, sign up for a profile. Second, manage your hotel details. I think hotel amenities is especially important, just to tell people what types of facilities you have and whatnot. Attributes, Eugenie covered that earlier as well. People are maybe more eco-friendly these days. If you have any like sustainability certification, it's good to also highlight that as a part of your attributes. And lastly, this is also a place to engage with your guests. So think of reviews, how you engage with them, how do you respond to reviews and whatnot. So there are 3 scenarios to setting up your business profile. The first one is if you already have a profile that looks like this, you're all set, your business is claimed, make sure that it's owned by someone at the hotel with an official or official corporate email login. The second way is sometimes the property might already have a listing on Google, but it's unclaimed. So if you see this text at the left in Google Maps that says claim this business, this means that this business is already set up, but no one has claimed it. So as an owner, it's good to check if you have multiple properties and locations, make sure that you own these locations. The third one is the business is not on Maps or Search yet. So it's again important to add your business and also list down the right address and contact information. So you either can drop a pin on a specific location on Maps and then go through the flow in this way, so part C, or you can go directly to google.com/business and set up the profile and then put in your address and contact information. So the flow looks like this. Enter the name of your hotel, whether or not there's a location, and put in the exact accurate address. Because this would be also the address that people will get driven to when they look up your address on Google Maps. The final step is once you've put in the information, there's actually a verification process. This is quite quick. There are multiple ways to do this, either via postcard where a verification code will be mailed to you, a phone call, SMS text, email, or video. Video would require you to also be in the screen to sort of show the facility and make sure that you actually own the business. So there's more information in the Help Center link, or you can go to Business Profile and look up FAQs. So the second bit, after you have verified your business profile, is to actually add information. This is important. So putting in the right address. Hotel operating hours is also very important, especially if you have also different facilities like restaurants, spa, and whatnot that have different opening hours. So it's good to put that in. Phone number, so people can call you just from clicking the call button on the phone. And also hotel website that you can lead people to your website. And we find that businesses that actually add photos to their listing tend to drive more clicks and more visits, and people are also particularly more attracted to visuals, right? So it's important to have photos listed on your listing, not just one kind of photo, so not maybe just a stock photo of an image of your hotel from afar. It's good to have a view of, how the lobby looks like, how the amenities look like, the swimming pool, the rooms. You would also notice that sometimes if you scroll, there are photos uploaded by the owner, but also photos uploaded by users. So as a consumer myself, I like to also look at raw photos, so photos that people have stayed and also uploaded. So for me, that's also a trusted source of information when it comes to researching about a hotel. So like I said, photo content is key for your hotels. Make sure that it's able to tell a story, because this subsequently does lead to more clicks, and also like what Arinam shared, free booking clicks and more bookings. So this is also another best practice. If you are the official hotel, it's good to add a logo that sort of verifies or certifies you as like the owner of the property. Add your hotel name definitely, and also your logo that would appear in the listing below. One thing to call out is also for some properties, you might have businesses operating within your hotel. So there is a feature that's called Located In, where you can have separate opening hours and information. The caveat here is that do this only if guests are able to access those facilities or businesses, regardless of whether or not they are staying at the hotel. But if, let's say, there are restaurants that have separate operating hours, they can set up the location as Located in XYZ hotel. And essentially, there will be two business profiles, but they'll be linked to each other, and people will know that it's actually located within the hotel. The next step is to really engage with guests. So this is about reviews. How many of you rely on reviews and also the stars to decide if this is a place you want to visit or a restaurant you want to go to? Yeah. And when you look at reviews, like if you look at a 5-star restaurant, but with 5 reviews versus maybe a 4.5 with 1,000 reviews, which one are you more likely to consider? The one with the 4.5 but 1,000 reviews, right? Yeah. So very important to get your reviews in. So when you set up a business profile, you always get notified if a review is given by your guests. So it's a way for you to also engage and build brand loyalty. You can reply to your guests as well with your point of view, give thanks and solutions and whatnot. But with all reviews, there will always be negative reviews. So in this case, I would say don't panic. Always evaluate the situation. Do respond to reviews even if they're negative. Try to calm the guests, but also try not to go into a conversation war online with your guests. So if you feel like some reviews are inappropriate, or if there's like spam reviews that are coming in, there's also an option to flag those to Google, just to make sure that the reviews are legit and authentic. There is also an option, so people can either go on to Google Reviews to leave a review for you, or you could work with these third-party sort of post-stay guest satisfaction surveys, where you can send these forms separately, where your guests can fill them in, and it's linked back to your Google profile where the reviews would be featured. So some properties or businesses do leverage this. They would send it maybe through a post-stay satisfaction email. And this is linked back to the review section of your Google property. And we also tend to see some businesses that may gamify reviews. So upon checkout, they may put like a QR code at the counter to say that, leave a review by scanning QR code. It leads them to the review page, and then maybe get a 5% off your next day, something along those lines. But there are ways to gamify and get people sort of like interested to leave a review, whether it's good or bad. So this is pretty powerful. If you own a website and you have Google Analytics, which is a free tool, there's also an insights tool that tells you how people are coming to your business profile in Google. So what types of searches are triggering your hotel property on Google search? How are they interacting? Are they clicking more on like photos or reviews? Are they coming to you via the call button or the directions buttons? Are they going to your website subsequently if they're not booking directly on the free booking links? Where are they coming from? So this is interesting because this tells you like where your interest for your hotel is coming from, not just in Malaysia, it could be from other countries as well. And also what days have most activity. So what days are people searching most for your hotel or your property? Once you have the basics all set up, then you would definitely want to think about enhancing your profile. So updating your business hours, if there are temporary renovation closures, it's good to communicate that as well. Manage your amenities if you have spa, swimming pool, bars, restaurants, and whatnot. So very quickly, important to have the hours in. People do look for business opening hours on Google. Manage your amenities. So you can list them by what's popular, whether there's free Wi-Fi, whether you have to pay for Wi-Fi, types of rooms, types of food and drinks, whether it's a restaurant or bar. Health and safety is also important. I think post-COVID, maybe people are slightly more sensitive around health and safety concerns, whether the rooms are sanitized or if there's enhanced cleaning after each stay, any protection options and whatnot. And also sustainability. So again, if you have any certification, there are new features for you to be able to feature this on your Google business profile. And service what matters. So if you have flexible booking options, free cancellations and whatnot, it's also good to highlight that, because as consumers, you would also be more attracted to options where there is some flexibility in booking options. So this is important. So just try to be as comprehensive as possible, service the right information for people to be able to make a decision in a more informed way. And last but not least is to protect your business profile. So these are some of the best practices. Make sure to claim all your locations if you have multiple properties. Be vigilant. Google will never call you to ask you for a PIN code or whatnot. So it's always like initiated by you. So if you need to verify, it's always initiated by the owner. So if you get a call asking for any information, beware of scams. Always reach out to support immediately if you have any questions, and also follow best security practices. So this is the two-step verification. It's the same as setting up your Google Gmail account. There's a two-step verification process. Yep. So to recap everything, 3 steps to getting connected on Google. So build your presence on Google. So business profiles, find a trusted partner either through post-satisfaction survey or getting free booking links. And then finally, to optimize your offering and features online. That's it. I'll hand this back to Victor.
Okay, thank you, Julia. So, kepada pengusaha hotel di sini, if you have not set up your Google business profiles, please do so. I believe it's also available in local bahasa. So, I think a lot of you work with a range of hotels, under your brand or group. So, if they're more comfortable in bahasa, I believe that option to set it up in bahasa is also available, right? Okay, so again, to continue further on Google Business Profiles, especially the rates, I think everybody is very keen about price points when they're planning their travel. So let's welcome back Arindam to the stage.
Thank you. It's me again. But this time, I'm going to continue my conversation on how you as hoteliers, if you can't connect via a connectivity partner and provide us rates, provide us availability, provide us all the attributes and amenities that you can't share with us, there's a simpler option. It's simpler. The word here is simpler. It may not work for very complicated cases, but yes, you as a hotelier can also send us rates and availability directly. How can you do that? Let's take a look. So the first thing that we want to do is you can go and look up for your hotel and Google your own hotel, and then you'll get the option to edit rates. Once you input these rates, and I'll give you a demo of how that works, you are eligible to show on at least two things. One, when your hotel comes up for hotel price-related searches. Two, on Google Maps, when people are looking for hotel options. And you will get the official site badge. So even if your connectivity partner can't give us your rates, or they priced you out and you find that too expensive, you can use this third option to connect with us and send us your rates and availability to be eligible to show. Here's a quick demo of how you can do that. It's a very brief demo. There are further enhancements to it, so please take this with a caveat, but you can send us rates this way. The first thing is to Google your own hotel, click on Edit Rates, and then go to Rates and Availability, and then accept the terms and conditions and get started. Once you get started, you will get a calendar view where you are eligible, or you give your consent to send us your rates for that. Give us a landing page. You need to have a landing page. If you don't have a landing page where the user can go and book, you're not eligible for this. So give us a landing page where we send the user to do the final booking and then start inputting the rates on what we call a calendar. You have a calendar. If you have a simple rate structure, you can add those rates. Or if you have different rates for different days of the week, you can even do that. Then specify any other taxes and fees that you may have. There are tourism-related fees, there are VAT, there are GST. Different countries, different locations have different fees. You need to give us a comprehensive set of fees, because if your prices don't match to your final price that the user books at, you may not be eligible to show. So give us a comprehensive set of all taxes and a base rate. We will then calculate those price and show it to you. In this case, you can set a percentage as a fee, a fixed structure, a fixed fee, and we will then calculate that. It could be a nightly rate. It could be even for a complete block that you have chosen. Once you do that, review how your rates would look like on Google. Then you come to what you see is a calendar view of your rates. Ensure that you look at every single date and that matches your simplest pricing structure. If there are any changes, go and make those edits. If there are length of stay restrictions, which means customers, your users need to stay for at least 2 nights or 4 nights, you can also specify that here. If there are any edits, take a final look and boom. You are now eligible to show on Google Hotel Search, Google Hotel Search on Maps with an official site. All right. However, to be eligible for entering rates on Google Business Profile, there are 3 things that we need from you. Number 1, your Google Business Profile needs to be verified. Julia just covered that. Very important that you get your Google Business Profile verified. 2, your website needs to be online bookable. If you don't have a website where people can go and book, if it's just call to book, unfortunately, you're not eligible yet. But keep tuned. We'll soon be doing something on this lines. Third, you need to have a simple rate structure whereby we can calculate the rates. If you have a very complex, dynamic, on a daily basis or 4-hourly basis, you're changing the rates, you will not be eligible for this. Simple rate structure where you have a nightly rate with taxes and fees, yes, you can be then eligible for this. All right. And then you have finally our important Google Business Profile resources. I think we're going to share this presentation with all the participants here and people on live stream. You can click on any of these links and then look at all these important resources that we have tried to cover today. With that, I would like to call upon two partners or two hotels that have implemented free booking links through connectivity partners and share their experience. Number one is Alun Retreat. Steve, if you can flip over to the slide that talks about Alun Retreat. Yes. Next. Yes. So Alun Retreat is a property that implemented free booking links and got some benefits. I would like to call upon Wan Arif, who's the operations manager. Wan Arif, are you here? Okay, we'll go to the next one. The second hotel is Hotel Olympic Malaysia. Alvin Tay, who's the MD of Hotel Olympic, is here. Alvin, yes, please come up and would you just share, maybe in 2 minutes, why did you enter into free booking links? How did you get to know about it? And some of the benefits that you have shared with us. Alvin Tay.
Hi everyone. Afternoon. I'm Alvin from Hotel Olympic Malaysia. It's located in Jalan Hang Jebat, Kuala Lumpur, where this 118, the highest building in Malaysia, where it's now construction. So my past 2-3 years, actually, the whole construction issue makes my hotels don't have any direct walk-in customer. Okay, we are walk-in customer actually starting from about, normally walk-in is about 5% or most of the time it's even less than 5%. After that, my booking engines provider, Fabulous, and introduced me to this free booking, Google free booking link. So that at first I also think that maybe not many people will try this link, or they will still go to OTA and book through OTA. But after, let's try, why not? Because since we don't have a lot of walk-in direct, so I accept his offer, so that we try to go to this free booking link. So after, of course, at that time is a COVID period, so not many booking from the first year. But since the last 12 months, our sales actually from direct booking is from 10% until now 30%. It is the highest, is more than this OTA. Agoda Booking.com is even lower than our online booking. So actually, I want to thank you, this Fabulous, and also Google for this, for me to save a lot of money on commissions. Okay, that's all I want to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Alvin. Next, I'll call upon Wan Arif of Alun Retreat Operations Head to talk to us about their experience on free booking links. Wan Arif.
Hello, test. Hello, everyone. Hi, I'm Wan Mama Arif Sabri, Assistant Operation Manager of Alun Retreats. So basically, this is not the nowhere movies. This is a container concept of a hotel in Pulau Pangkor. And it's founded by 3 of us as engineers and young entrepreneurs. Just started operated in last August 2022. So it's like 1.5 years already operations. So basically, if you can see here that we operated in August 2022, but we started to engage with SoftIn. We have an agent from SoftIn back there, Mr. Farisha and Mr. Kenny. So we engaged with them in October 2022. So between period August and October is a tough ride for us. we have no directions because basically we are not hoteliers. We are contractors, and most of we are from the engineering backgrounds. We are technical backgrounds. So that's why Sofin guide us a lot in especially in booking system, etc. So and then at one time, Kenny engaged me and my team. He said that why not we try the free booking links from Google. So I think, what is that? Is it kind of something like a free booking or what? Does it need any cost? Apparently not. No cost from Google, but yeah, of course, we have some charge on the integration parts. So Sofin, maybe need to give some credit for me after this. So yeah, you can see here the results of the free booking list, free booking link. After we subscribe with Sofin and Google, there's a 209K free impression via free booking links, 25K free clicks via free booking links, and 12.12% free booking click through rate. 12.12% is quite impressive actually. But yeah, we only have like 21 rooms, so we are trying our best to maintain our consistency in the performance. So yes, please come to Pangkor. Pangkor is very underrated island. I'm trying to promote Pangkor also here. I come along the way from Pangkor, from Ipoh also, so I need to promote also. Pangkor is underrated island. So once you come to Pangkor, of course, you need to stay at our place, Island Retreat at Pulau Pangkor. All right. So thank you so much for Google for introducing us to the FBL. Right now our average room rate is like our bottom line is like 70% right now, and the maximum is almost reach 90% per month. So thank you so much, Google, for helping us, and we are happy, and we are looking forward to engage with the Google hoteliers advertising also after this. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Manarif. So as you can see, it doesn't matter if you're a small hotel or a larger hotel. In fact, as a smaller hotel, you probably get more impressions and clicks because your distribution is limited. Unlike a big chain that would distribute to 400 different OTAs, a small hotel would distribute to a limited number of OTAs. So you appear in the booking module with a direct booking link, you get more impressions and you can get more clicks. You've seen these examples. Just by participating, you can start generating a few percentage points of direct booking compared to your overall booking. And as you optimize, as we will cover in the next section with hotel ads and Performance Max, you can even boost that. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to our hoteliers who shared about their experience. So actually, I think Pulau Pangkor is very underrated, ladies and gentlemen. So I put on a Perak sebenarnya. So look, I highly encourage people to visit the state of Perak, and definitely instead of going to Ipoh, maybe you go to Pangkor for your next holiday destination. Okay, I actually have a quiz before the next before Joanna's session. So really quickly, so this is your chance to get another one of these black T-shirt yang lawa-lawa sangat ini. Okay, so again, the hint here is that you have to raise your hand, and I'm going to ask you about the name of the tool that Arindam and Julia presented about earlier. Okay, so the question won't be on the screen. You have to listen to me as I ask it and then raise your hand. Okay, okay, so what is the name of the free tool that allows you to publish information about your business in terms of operating hours, amenities, etc. Okay, please raise your hands first. Okay, the gentleman in the shirt, yes. Google Business Profile, betul, the answer is correct. Thank you very much. So what's your name? Heng, where are you from?
I'm from, like that guy say, KL. I know what you meant, right?
Yeah, what's the hotel?
Okay, actually from a vacation renter called Timor Bay.
All right, well done, well done. Okay, hope you guys get to socialize and interact with one another. So we have many incredible players in the room today. Okay, we're running a bit behind a bit. So I'm going to introduce the next speaker, Miss Joanna Ong, who talk about another tool called Hotel X and Performance Max. So yeah, Miss Joanna.
Thanks, Victor.
Hello, everyone. Pleasure to meet all the Malaysian hoteliers here. It's incredible to have you here. So my name is Joanna. I'm an account manager within the travel ad space. And today I will share more about the opportunities that come in the form of ads, in the format of hotel ads campaigns, as well as Performance Max for travel goals campaigns. So firstly, after hearing all the previous presenters share about all the free ways to advertise on Google, so like yourself, you might be wondering, why should I advertise on Google? So the key reason as we see it is because, as Aditi has shared previously, travel queries on Google are above levels that we have ever seen before, including pre-pandemic times. So now it makes sense to be as visible to users as possible, including on ads. So previously, my colleague Momo Yo-san has also shared this page as well. So here it serves as a recap to help you to understand the first steps you need to take in order to be eligible to advertise on Google hotel ads. So firstly, it's important to keep your business profile visible on Google search, as well as share your rates and availability with us via free booking links. So once you have fulfilled this basic criteria, then you have the option to explore hotel ads. So here again, let's take a look at how the modern search result page looks and how your the various ads and organic results might surface and interplay. So here you have a search for hotels in Kuala Lumpur, and below that you will see your classic search ads, which you can advertise without providing rates to Google. So right below that, you'll see the hotel search unit, which is the gateway of entry into our prices search engine. So if a user decides to browse through the visually rich display and decides, oh, I want to click on this hotel, so then they'll be brought to this page. So I think this page is a good example of how free booking links and ads relate, as well as some potential benefits for hotel ads. So ads appear in the top 4 slots at the moment. And also we did a study with Kanta, in partnership with Kanta, to study user behavior, real life user behavior, and how they interact with our prices module. So we found that around 80% of users actually zoom right into the top few slots. So it makes sense to increase your visibility. And also ads provide some benefits to your hotels. For example, in the top position, you have the opportunity to upsell via providing some additional room types and information. So you could upsell to higher room categories. In fact, I myself had also booked a higher room type via this method. So these are just some of the benefits of ads. So now we have talked a bit about the basics of hotel ads, as well as its benefits. So how do I actually appear on ads? So it's very simple. You just need to be present on 2 platforms. The first is to have a hotel center integration. And the second is to have a Google Ads account where you actually manage hotel ads and decide which hotels you want to push above the free booking links. So you can do this either via yourself, or if it feels challenging, or if you don't have the technical expertise, then feel free to reach out to one of our many partners who will be able to help you with both. So now the key difference between free booking links and ads in terms of active management is that you need to submit bids via the Google Ads platform. So, and essentially there are 3 so-called payment methods, as we call it, or rather bidding strategies. So on the left, in the box in green, you'll see a bidding strategy called CPC. I'm sure many of those hoteliers who are familiar with traditional Google Ads will be familiar with this payment method. So essentially, you decide how much you want to pay per click, and this can be specified as a percentage of room price or a fixed amount per night. So usually for more risk-adverse partners, or for example during some turbulent times, then some partners might shy away from this bid strategy and instead opt for the second bid strategy, which is called ECPC. So this partially uses Google's automation tools to help you decide the probability of how likely a user is able to book. So for instance, if Google determines that a user is more likely to book, they will adjust the bid slightly higher. And if Google decides the user is less likely to book, they will then adjust the bids lower. So then again, some degree of risk does still lie with this method of payment. So that's why we have the third method of payment, which is commissions. Essentially, this eliminates the risk of non-conversion. So essentially, when you specify how much commission you want to pay, commission rate you want to pay to Google as a percentage of the conversion value. So again, if you have any questions about all this, you can feel free to approach any of us during the networking event. We'll be around. So again, this is just sharing a page where you can get started and to understand hotel ads more offline. Great, so we've covered the basic format of hotel campaigns, which is the booking links. So under hotel campaigns, we also have a type of ad format, which is called property promotion ads. So property promotion ads is a new ad format and it appears in various forms. So for example, here you can see on the left-hand side, you have a few hotels stacked up against each other. And the reason why the top hotel is there is because they've decided to push their results above the organic results. So in the middle, we also have property promotion ads below prices. So this helps a user who for example, has not yet decided on a hotel and instead might see, hey, actually there is another hotel within this category. So, and last but not least, we also have property promotion as pins on maps. So the key point to emphasize here is that property promotion ads helps you to reach users at a point when they have not yet decided which hotel to book. So this is in contrast to the previous booking links where they have already decided on which exact property they would like to book and are comparing prices. So you might ask yourself, what are actually the benefits that we have found on property promotion ads? So property promotion ads usually come in visually rich formats. So which is a good way to upsell your hotel. For example, if you have a new hotel you want to push, or if you want to drive awareness of your hotel during periods of low occupancy, those are just some of the case study, some of the use cases that we can think of for property promotion ads. All in all, across all these use cases, property promotion ads is useful for reaching users who have not yet decided on which property to stay at. So you are able to reach users at a point of decision making. So again, we do leave it up to everyone to decide whether this suits your goals. And one last format that I'd like to introduce is our newest campaign, which is quite different from the previous two, called Performance Max for Travel Goals. So Performance Max for Travel Goals campaign helps you to reach across all of Google's platforms with one campaign setup and using Google's AI automation technology. So what do I mean by all of Google surfaces? So essentially, not just, of course, including hotel ads and also property promotion ads. We also it also helps you to surface on search, YouTube, display as well, using one single campaign. And the setup is simple. So what do I mean by simple? So unique Performance Max for Travel Goals is essentially, you may have heard of Performance Max before. Performance Max for Travel Goals campaign is essentially Performance Max for that is targeted for hotel advertisers and includes the travel platform. So only with Performance Max for Travel Goals can you reach the travel platform. We also help you to pre-populate asset groups, and also there's property level specific reporting
which helps you to plan your strategy for each hotel. So one key tip to share at this moment is that the product is still being ramped up. So at the moment, you can advertise 100 hotels per campaign. So with that, I've talked a lot, and I'll let you enjoy this simple video, which can help you to understand a better overview of Performance Max for travel goals.
Every day, travelers are researching and planning their trips across Google and finding new ways to discover, research, and book. Performance Max for travel goals helps you connect with future guests by showing your ads across the full range of Google advertising channels with one simple setup. It uses the full power of Google's AI to expand your reach by streamlining the addition of new ad formats and channels, helping you connect with guests you didn't know you were missing. At the same time, your strategic inputs steer Google's AI by providing the right, high-quality ingredients to drive the best results. Follow these steps to get started with your first campaign. First, select which properties you would like to target by going to Tools and Settings, and then Business Data. Then, click the plus button and select Hotel Properties Feed. Here you can add a hotel properties feed by either uploading a list of hotels or choosing hotels from a map. If you have a small number of properties, you'll use our hotel picker by choosing hotels from a map. When using our hotel picker, search and select the hotels you want to advertise. Name the data feed, then click Save. If you're setting up a campaign for more than 50 properties, you can use these options. Create a hotel properties feed using Google Maps URLs via Business Data. Use the hotels in your Hotel Center account that is linked to the Google Ads account via Campaign Setup. Or use the API. You've created a feed. Now you are ready to begin creating your campaign. First, select Sales as your objective. Be sure to select a Purchases conversion action. Now select Performance Max as your campaign type, and you will be defaulted to the hotel selection. This makes it a Performance Max for travel goals campaign, with the added travel-specific enhancements. You can then select a preferred hotel data feed source. Once you've named your campaign, select a bid strategy that aligns with your business objectives. For different types of conversions, like with hotel rooms with different rates that generate different values for your business, choose Conversion Value. If all conversions are worth the same to your business, choose Conversions to focus on maximizing conversions. You can also add a Cost Per Action, CPA, or Return on Ad Spend, ROAS, target to your bid strategy. We suggest using your average CPA or ROAS from the last 30 days on comparable campaigns that are optimizing towards the same conversion goals. Now it's time to choose your campaign's location and language settings. You can also adjust other settings, like your ad serving schedule, start and end date, tracking template, and final URL. On the default logo page, click on Logo to add a logo that can be applied as the default for any of the hotels in your campaigns. Each hotel property that you selected becomes its own asset group. Asset groups let you manage different kinds of creative assets and are similar to ad groups in other campaigns. Your assets include the property website, images, logos, videos, text headlines and descriptions, and a call to action. Google's AI gathers copy, images, URLs, and more that you're already using from your website, licensed Google image libraries, and more. It suggests ways to combine those assets into asset groups and builds ads in every format for your hotel, taking the guesswork out of campaign creation. You decide which combinations, images, or copy you want to use. For individual properties where images are not available, you can upload your own images or scan your website and social media sites to pull in images. Videos can be uploaded from YouTube. If you don't have a video available, Performance Max will automatically create a high-quality video for you using your assets. The quality and variety of the creative assets you provide plays an important role in your campaign's success. Review error messages if you have any. Otherwise, let's click Next. Once in the Assets page, you'll want to include ad extensions. Use a variety of extensions for site links, callouts, calls, lead forms, and more. These help your ads show up more prominently and also provide consumers with more helpful details about your business, including different ways they can contact you. You may set a daily budget. Now you're nearly done creating your campaign. Check the summary page before you publish the campaign to see if anything's missing or if you have any errors to resolve. Once the campaign starts running, give it a few weeks before you evaluate results, especially if your business experiences conversion lags or delays where customers need extra time. In the short term, look out for any ad disapprovals to make sure your ads are running as intended. Also, check your campaign status to see if it's limited by budget. If this happens, consider raising your daily budget to make sure you're capturing as many conversions as you can. Make sure to keep an eye out for your asset performance as well, to see how you can improve your creative assets. We strongly recommend that you input audience signals to steer Google's AI and ensure the most relevant ad is served to the most relevant audience. Google built audiences like in-market and your data, which can include customer match and website visitors lists, are the most helpful audience information to provide, since they provide a strong signal about which audiences have a higher chance of converting. Simplified, per-hotel reporting gives you just the numbers you need to see that your campaign is working. You can easily view traffic by hotel property, which gives you an indication of traveler demand across locations. Reporting supports slicing by dimensions of interest, specifically for travel advertisers in the Hotel tab, based on the displayed hotel's assets. If you need more control over where your ads appear, Performance Max campaigns use the same brand safety settings you've applied at the account level. View Tools and Settings, Content Suitability, to add any exclusions you might need, such as content or inventory type exclusions. You can also add topic exclusions. In addition, account-level negative keywords allow you to exclude certain keywords from your Performance Max campaigns. To ensure the system has data to best learn, target, and optimize, we encourage partners to allow their Performance Max for Travel Goals campaign run for a minimum of 4 weeks. For more best practices, including recommendations on how to evaluate your campaign and improve it over time, check out our full best practices guide on the Google Ads Help Center.
So again, the Performance Max campaign can be set up from one single campaign type. And the important benefit in terms of the AI is that earlier Aditi has spoke about how many touch points an average user goes to. They might go to search first and then YouTube. And then if you only have a YouTube campaign, you will end up losing the user if they convert on search. So the benefit of Performance Max is that it sees this user across the various channels, and then helps to understand the user journey more and meet the user when they are most likely to convert. So thank you very much, everyone. With that, I want to end my speech and leave you with some resources on Performance Max to consider. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Joanna. Great. Yes, I'm back. Not to give you another presentation, don't worry, we're close to the end, but our MC had to leave for an urgent meeting, so I'm back here to give you a quiz. Okay, let me get a t-shirt. Okay. So Victor has tasked me to give you a quiz, and he's giving me the t-shirt. This one is the last one to give out. So from the session, Joanna's hotel ad session, what is the name of the Google product that unlocks maximum performance across Google's ads inventory? It allows hotels to advertise in 7 different channels and surfaces with a single campaign. Okay, you were the fastest. For Performance Max 4. Okay, no, sorry, close. It's Performance Max. Performance Max allows you to advertise on 6 surfaces, but Performance Max for the has one. Okay. Yes, you have it on here. Oh, yeah, we have it. So travel go. Okay. Here is the T-shirt. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Catherine from the Granite Luxury Hotel Penang.
Penang. Great. I've been once. It's a beautiful country. Awesome. Actually, I have more T-shirts. I can give you a bonus quiz. Is everybody interested in bonus quiz? Yes. Yes, great. Awesome. Then, so Performance Max for travel goals allows you to advertise on 7 different channels. Can anyone name one channel, any channel? Just anyone name one channel, I'll give you a T-shirt. Okay. For you? Lady? You. YouTube. Great. Awesome. So YouTube 1. Anybody else? Okay, you.
Google Map.
Google Map. Great. 2. So YouTube, Google Map. Anybody else? No more. Okay, I'll show you a little bit. Okay. Oh. Search. Great. Awesome. I give you 1 T-shirt. Great. Search. Okay, what else? Anybody? Okay. Gmail. Great. Okay. Okay. You, what else? What was that? Oh, yeah, I answered already. Okay, you. Google Drive. No, Google Drive is not, okay. Discovery, yes. I feel like I'm running out of T-shirt now. Okay, you? Google Hotel, yes. Okay, T-shirt here. I think that's it. Okay, can you pass down the... Oh, you answered. I didn't give you... Oh, sorry. Oh. Okay. Done. I don't have any more T-shirts. Great. All out. Great. Okay, so let's see. Without trouble, Gmail, search, YouTube, Discover, Display, and Maps. Awesome. With this, I'll invite Nick here to come up for closing and conclusion. Thank you, Nick.
Thank you, Momo. Good afternoon, everybody. Yes, as per the slide, I'm Nick Drew. I look after the travel industry for ads here in Malaysia. I'm based here in Malaysia. And I've kind of got the privilege, and I feel incredibly fortunate to be kind of closing today's session. For me, I sat at the back taking photos of various slides. It's a great learning experience for me as well. And my colleagues are nudging me saying, you do actually have the document. You do have the document. You don't have to take photos. But I did see a lot of people in the room taking photos. I'm sure a lot of this information will be shared at a later date as well. So incredibly valuable for me as well. Just a couple of things. I think first up, a few thank yous. Perhaps, first thank you to the Malaysian Association of Hotels, Datin Christina. Thank you so much for your partnership over the past few weeks in terms of helping support this event, bring this event together. I think without your support or the association's support, this probably wouldn't have been possible. So thank you very, very much indeed. Also to the speakers, I think the speakers did a wonderful job. I don't have any T-shirts to give away, sadly, but I know a few swag here and there does help with the course of the whole program as well. So a big thank you to the speakers. I should also add, I believe we've got some tech partners as well in the back of the room, and I think they're going to be at the networking session as well after this. So again, big thank you to you guys for being here, for being here today and sharing your experiences and your learning. There's a few case studies shared earlier in terms of free links, so do take advantage of that. And I think third and finally, obviously, to those on the call still, virtually, and to every hotelier in this room, thank you so much for being here today. I hope our hospitality as Google matches up to the hospitality you provide to your customers. But yes, a huge thank you from Google here. And I know this is the inaugural event. I know we're looking to try and continue this in the future. Share the data that I was also so interested in earlier from Aditi, and all the, I guess, for want of a better word, the tech that's available to you as hospitality providers that we give as Google, and share those experiences with you in the future as well. So a huge thank you to everybody again. So perhaps a quick round of applause for those three. Sorry, I'm just conscious of time and I generally speak too fast. So that said, look, I won't take too much more time because we are 15 minutes over. I know people have places to go and, want to enjoy hospitality outside as well. But I think, working in the travel business here at Google, we experience kind of the changes and we see the changes that are happening kind of every day in this space. We would like to think, that does represent an amazing opportunity as we look at 2024 and beyond 2024 for ourselves and for everybody in this room. So yeah, please do reach out. Please do ask questions on the networking session, and please use us to your advantage as you look to grow and build your businesses in 2024. So with that, I will just say thank you very much again. Been great being here, and again, thank you to everybody here. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nick. Thank you so much. Great. Now we are done. Done. Yes, done for the day. And we have a networking session after this outside. We have beer, snacks outside. Please meet us. Googler will be there mingling with you, and you can talk to other hoteliers as well. But before you go, please fill up the post-event survey, and if possible, if you think I want to hear your honest feedback, but of course, I want to hear good feedback as well. So please fill up and then put your honest, good feedback for the event here. And we will be clearing all the chairs in the room, and we'll be putting a swag station. So if you fill up the survey, please come to the swag station. We'll be distributing different, not a t-shirt, but different swags for everybody. What else? So we will have a swag session with integration partners booth here as well. So you can go out, enjoy a drink, food, and after about 10 minutes, you can come back here to meet our integration partners who are already integrate with Google Hotels. So if you are interested in getting on free booking links, you can talk to them and ask about their service as well. Great. I think that's it. Thank you very much. For those who are on live streaming and for the people who are on 20th floor, thank you for watching us as well. And people who are on the 20th floor, please reach out to the colleagues in the room. They'll bring you up to the 28th floor to join the networking. Thank you so much for watching us and listening. Thank you so much. I'll be ending the live streaming now.